Hello everybody, it's that college football guy here. Another video. Yeah, I'm here in the cab here because I'm going to try to get this cranked out. Where I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky, where I spent the night last night. I'm on my way to Ashland City, Tennessee to deliver this load. And then find out where I go from there, probably home. It's going to be a fun little week here coming up. I'll get to that later. Probably later on, like tomorrow, if at all. But we're going to talk about the Saturday college football update. I'm going to go through the scores from this games yesterday, and we're going to go through some predictions for games from this coming today, I should say, last week. As for the predictions for this week, I went through the games you're going to see for today's predictions are either going to be schools in the top 25 or subscriber schools. Those are the ones I'll be doing predictions for. Anything against FCS, I'm not doing on there. For the betting lines I use in my predictions here, I have used Vegas Insider. I have been using Vegas Insider for quite a while. I've known those guys who've done it when I lived back in Vegas. I knew the guys who are on this, so I know who they are, and I trust them. I've made a little money off of these guys in the past, so I kind of trust them when it comes to their betting lines. So we're going to go through this, okay? Go through the scores from yesterday. 2 scores from yesterday I'm not really going to get into. Do the full details on anyway because it's FBS, FCS. Eastern Michigan at Howard. Eastern Michigan won 33-23. Kansas at Missouri State. Kansas won 48-17. Then we got Michigan State at Central Michigan. Michigan State, Central Michigan. Michigan State won 31-7. Noah Kim 18-31, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Team rushing. This was a one-man show. 31 carries for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nathan Carter had 18 carries for 113 yards and a touchdown, which means if you add it up, that means the rest of the team had 13 carries for 14 yards and 1 TD. Like I said, one-man show. Defensively, 3 sacks and an interception. Didn't have a fumble recovery, but all-around great effort by Michigan State and a solid win. The Battle of Miami. Miami of Florida against Miami of Ohio. Miami of Florida, the U wins 38-3. Tyler Van Dyke, 17-22, 201 yards with a touchdown and INT. Team rushing. 36 carries, 250 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Solid running performance. Defensively, no interceptions, no fumble recoveries, but they had 3 sacks. So that's a solid win for Miami, Florida. Then they had the Aflac kickoff game. Louisville and Georgia Tech. Now, I went in my predictions. I went 6-0, but I went 5-1 against the spread because I got the spread wrong. I thought Louisville was going to win by 7. Well, they didn't, but they still won. They beat Georgia Tech 39-34. Georgia Tech was up 28-13 at the half. This game was a dogfight. Jack Plummer, 18-31, 247 yards, 3 TDs, and an INT. Jamari Thrash was his main receiver, 7 receptions, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Team rushing, 34 carries, 227 yards, and a TD. Defensively, 1 sack, 1 pick, 1 fumble recovery. But 2 plays back-to-back is basically what broke the back of Georgia Tech. Desmond Tell from Louisville hit Haynes King, the Georgia Tech quarterback, forced a fumble. Louisville recovered. Very next play. First play offense scrimmage. Jawar Jordan broke off a make sure I got this number right, 78-yard touchdown run, which basically sealed the game for Louisville over Georgia Tech. Back-to-back big plays. So that's teams who have this, can make big plays are the ones that get it done, right? They're the ones who can pull it off. Have that heart late in the game. Louisville got it and won, beat Georgia Tech for a great game and a great win. And then the last game, Stanford, Hawaii. I thought Hawaii might give Stanford some problems. Stanford apparently had other plans. Stanford wins 37-24. Not a good sign for Stanford if you've given up 24 points to Hawaii. Just saying. Ashton Daniels for Stanford, 25-36, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. And Benjamin Jurosek, 9 receptions, 138 yards, and a touchdown. He was big that day. Team rushing 34 carries, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, no interceptions, no fumble recoveries, but 6 sacks. Hey, they can't keep drives going. That helps you out. So big win for Stanford. Now for the predictions for today. We have actually the Battle of Subscriber Schools 4 times this year. 2 subscriber schools playing each other. First one at the stop, Battle of Subscriber Schools. Eastern Carolina at number 2 Michigan. Michigan is a 36-point favorite. Michigan, I'm picking Michigan to win, but that 36 points is just too rich for my blood. I don't think they're going to cover. Virginia at number 12, Tennessee. This game is going to take place at Nissan Stadium in Nashville where the Titans play. Tennessee is a 27.5-point favorite. This is Virginia's first game since the tragedy. I'm sure there's going to be a very emotional moment for them. but unfortunately, emotion's not only going to carry you so far. If this would have been in Virginia, this would have been surreal. But it's in Nashville, so it's a neutral site, but it's still in Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 27.5. I'm going to pick Tennessee to win and to cover. Now comes one of the more interesting games and perhaps one of the most watched ones. Colorado and Coach Prime at number 17, TCU. TCU is a 21.5-point favorite. Some people are still picking Colorado's going to go 8-4. I picked them going 3-9 because I got to be real here. You don't have the depth yet. Your starters leave the game. If somebody gets hurt, you're in major trouble. It's going to be a growing process, and Coach Prime knows it. TCU, I'm picking them to win, but they're not covering. I'm figuring it's going to be about a 10-14-point win, but TCU is going to win, but not cover 21.5. Arkansas State at number 20, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 32.5-point favorite. Yeah, they're going to cruise to that win and cover the spread. Utah State at number 25, Iowa. Remember Iowa last year who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn when it came to finding and putting the ball in the end zone? No points scored. We got a new quarterback. It's the Michigan quarterback. He's going to be great. You still have the same offensive coordinators calling plays. That hasn't changed. You're a 23.5-point favorite over Utah State. You're in Iowa. I'm picking you to win, but that 23.5, it's nuts. You may only win by 10. Battle of subscriber schools again, and this is going to be a battle. This is Fresno State at Purdue. Purdue is a 3.5-point favorite. This is basically a pick'em game for me because it's pretty evenly matched. Fresno State's got the talent. They can match up with Purdue, but because Purdue's at home, I'm picking Purdue to win. But I don't even know if they're going to cover 3.5. It may be a field goal game. Mercer at number 22, Ole Miss, pleases FCS. Ole Miss should cruise. Portland State at Oregon, number 15, Oregon. Oregon should cruise. Number 3, Ohio State at Indiana. Ohio State's a 30-point favorite. Not enough. Ohio State's going to blow them out by more than that. Battle subscriber schools again. Boise State at number 10, Washington. Number 10, Washington is a 14-point favorite. I'm sorry, Boise State, but Washington's going to beat you, and I think they're going to cover that spread because Michael Penix Jr. is something else. Here's one where it's a big spread, and I don't think it's enough. Rice at number 11, Texas. Has anybody seen Rice? Can anybody find Rice besides in a bowl when you're trying to eat it? No, Rice, the football team. Can you find him? Number 11, Texas, favored by 35.5. I think it was 45.5. It wouldn't be enough. This is one game where I think the mercy rule might come into play. When's the mercy rule anyway? I think it's 70, I think, in college football. At least I think it's that way. You're up by 70. Okay, guys, second string can go in. Are they going to double up the spread and score 71? No, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But 35.5 is, to me, is too low. Texas is going to blow them out. Tennessee State at number 13, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to cruise. Buffalo at number 19, Wisconsin. Number 9, Wisconsin's a 28-point favorite at home against Buffalo. I think they're going to win and cover the spread. Eastern Kentucky at Cincinnati. This is an FCS game. Cincinnati's going to win this game. For me, this was interesting because in order to get here, I was up in Toledo, loading up. Drove down the 75, went through Cincinnati to get down here to Louisville. Traffic got stopped on the interstate. Why? Well, my side of traffic heading south stopped because they were stalking to look because there was a whole bunch of cops on the other side of the road because it was about 8 state troopers escorting 4 Eastern Kentucky buses into Cincinnati. So I watched the team drive by. But, bye-bye. Hi, guys. Cincinnati's still beating you. Cal at North Texas. Cal's a 6-point road favorite. I picked this at the beginning of the year. I think it's going to be the distractions. I'm still picking North Texas to beat you. Bryant at UNLV. UNLV will get the win. UT Martin at number 1, Georgia. Please, Georgia's going to embarrass them. Nevada at number 6, USC. USC's a 38-point favorite. Yeah, USC's going to win and cover the spread. Southeastern Missouri State at number 16, Kansas State. Kansas State's going to blow them out. New Mexico at number 23, Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a 38-point favorite. New Mexico is not a great program. They're one of the worst in the Mountain West. But I still have problems with Jimbo Fisher and that offense. And I don't, my gut's telling me don't trust the 38, so I'm going to take Texas A&M to win, but that 38's too rich for my blood. I'm saying they're not covering. Texas State at Baylor. Baylor's a 27.5-point favorite. Baylor on to pick you to win. Scotty, Elaine, Mr. Tren. I'm picking you guys to beat them. But that spread is too much for me. I'm figuring 17, 21 points. 27.5 is too much for me. UTSA at Houston. UTSA, Texas San Antonio is a 2-point road favorite. This is a tough game, but I'm picking Texas San Antonio to win this game on the road. It's going to be a field goal contest. They'll cover barely. Central Arkansas at Oklahoma State. Yeah, Oklahoma State's going to wipe the floor with them. Bethune-Cookman at Memphis. Same thing. Memphis will win easily. Middle Tennessee State at number 4 Alabama. Alabama's a 39-point favorite. Alabama's going to win. I'm just not trusting that 39. I think they'll win by like 28 to 35. Because I think Coach Saban is going to do what he always does in these games. He's going to get out to about a 28-point lead, and he's going to put in the second unit. And the second unit's probably going to get a touchdown. Maybe get a field goal to get 10 points. They put you up by 38. 39 is the spread. I'm picking Bama to win but not cover. West Virginia at number 7, Penn State. Penn State is a 20.5-point favorite. New era for West Virginia. Is this going to be Neil Brown's last year? For all of you, I hope so, for West Virginia fans. But I'm picking Penn State to win this game, but that 20.5 is too rich for my blood. I don't think they're going to cover that spread. The Duke's Mayo Classic. I'm not making this up. Number 21, North Carolina at South Carolina. North Carolina, Drake May's a 2.5-point favorite. I picked this at the start of the year. I'm going with it. I'm picking South Carolina to upset North Carolina. Toledo at Illinois. Illinois is a 9-point favorite. I said, wait a minute. Illinois, that defense, Toledo, and only a 9-point. Toledo's legit. I picked Toledo going 9-3 this year. I think Illinois is going to win this game, but I don't think that 9's going to cover. I think it's going to be a touchdown game. Number 14, Texas Tech at Wyoming. Texas Tech is a 14-point favorite. You're going to win and cover that spread easily. Here's one of the game that's to surprise some people. South Alabama at number 24, Tulane. And number 24, Tulane is favored by 6.5. Yeah. South Alabama is going to be a team that's going to win some games again this year. Tulane is the best football team in the group of 5. But they're really favored by 6.5 because South Alabama is legit. But I'm picking Tulane to win, and I think they're going to cover. Northern Arizona at Arizona. Please. Arizona's going to cruise to that win. I'm going to skip ahead one game. Idaho State at San Diego State. San Diego State's going to cruise. Coastal Carolina at UCLA. Subscriber School. UCLA is a 15.5-point favorite. Coastal Carolina is a team that's going to be dangerous. I think you guys are going to sputter a little bit. UCLA, you're going to win the game, but that 15.5, I think you're going to cover. I think it's going to be a 10 to 14-point game. I think that's how it's going to go. Okay, realignment front. We all know Cal, Stanford, and SMU are now going to the ACC. There are still fans from Oregon State and Washington State saying they're going to get a reverse merger. They're going to get the teams from the Mountain West to go. Let it go. You want 6 schools from the Mountain West to leave. The problem is you need 9 to dissolve the conference. And you only want to take 6. Because 9, the bottom 3 aren't good enough. Guess what? You cut your own throat. Second off, no one's doing it. The Mountain West knows, why am I going to go? I have CBS and Fox at my TV deal. And I'm going to make $8 to $10 million a year with you guys joining it. Why am I going to go to here? CBS and Fox may be interested in the deal, may not be. I got people I'm talking to, sources, they're saying the fact that CBS and Fox don't want to deal with George Kliavkoff, and if the Pac-12 reforms, he's still the commissioner. Which means Apple's going to be your media deal if CBS and Fox don't want to play ball. Folks, let it go. Oregon State and Washington State are doing all of their options and doing their due diligence. There's a possibility, folks, that this may wait till all the way to the end of the season. But personally, I wouldn't leave my fans up in the air like that. I would not let my fans up in the air. They want on there, they go for this merger, all this other stuff. None of the schools are going to do it. Because you'd be an idiot to leave at this point. Leaving the Mountain, you'd be an idiot to leave the Mountain West for the Pac-12. Can you imagine saying that 3 years ago? But this isn't the Pac-12. This is the Pac-2. You're not an autonomous conference. It's over. You need at least 6 schools to be autonomous. You have 2. What are you going to do? Stanford and Cal left. The money team, the money mag. Stanford's gone. You need 4 more autonomous schools. You're going to get them for the Big 12 for 10 cents on the dollar? No, it's over. So we're going to be in a super group of 5 instead of in a group of 5 right now. We may not have CBS and Fox as our TV partners, and we may be facing a bigger problem for a conference that if Oregon State, Washington State leaves for the Big 12 or the ACC later on with more ACC team leaves, we'll be left holding the bag in a dumpster fire. Why would you go anywhere? The key is to stay where you're at, build this up, and prove you can do something. Because there's no guarantee you're doing anything. The ones who want this merger to happen are Oregon State and Washington State fans. The TV executives are like, okay, we'll talk to you about this, but they both know it's a joke. But I'm still seeing this. They're not letting it go. Because the Pac-12 is still viable. What Pac-12? The Pac-2? Anyway, nothing on that one. Also, AAC, SMU gone. Are they going to expand or are they going to stay at 13 teams? Well, the Burke is they're going to expand. And their first, I thought that they were going to go into like they did before, go into Conference USA, go after Louisiana, one of the schools there, primarily Louisiana Tech, UTEP, Mexico State, FIU, excuse me, possibly to match up with FAU, Middle Tennessee State, Western Kentucky. Nope. They're going to try once again to try to get Army to join the conference. But they're steadfast. They want to stay independent. If they would have had Stanford and Cal and some more money, they might have done it, but I still don't think that matters. So, no. I don't know where they're going to go. Is there a possibility that ESPN has them poached within the Sun Belt and take one of the Sun Belt schools? I doubt that. So that doesn't leave many options. Unless the AAC's not getting UConn to come back. So it'd be interesting to see which way they go. Odds are they may, I'm thinking it's either going to be Louisiana Tech or FIU. FIU to help out FAU down in Miami, another Florida school. They may go UTEP for the El Paso TV market. West Texas. It's a shot in the dark. But you let me know your thoughts down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, it helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. What do you think about the scores for today? Predictions I have made for these games. Any of you agree with or disagree with? There's a lot of games on the list here, so yeah. We have, I think, 4 or 5 games for Sunday. 1 game on Monday, Clemson Duke. So my top 25 is not coming out till Tuesday. But then we got Thursday games. So it's like Flash football on Monday, my top 25 on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday's the new games for the new week. We got games on Thursday, games on Friday, games on Saturday. No Sunday, Monday, week 2. But yeah, it's going to be just college football all the way to Monday, 2-day break, and we're back at it again, folks. We're in it, and I'm loving it. And I know a lot of you are loving it too. So thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, if you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Not tap the pen and piss a lot of you off. You told me in the comments. Comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. On the way to 500 subscribers. Slowly but surely on the crawl to 1,000 so you can make some things happen. Whew. All right. Get this done here. We got games tomorrow, games today. I'm waiting because you can't see it. Unless you can see it right over there. See that black bracket? That's where my TV is supposed to be. They switched satellite providers, the company did, that I'm paying for. Because, you know, I don't have TV at the house, but I can watch stuff streaming. Watch games and whatnot. But I have a DVR here in the truck, so I can record games on Saturday. Well, it's not here. They switched providers, and the monitor I have is starting to go bad, so they're going to give me a brand new monitor, which is nice. But, so I can watch some games. But, unfortunately, not going to happen this week, and they can't get the new ones in. It may not be happening next week. So, we'll see how this goes. But, get some TV in here, get some games in here, record some stuff, and be able to watch some highlights. Most of the stuff is the games are going to be DVRing. I have to pay a little bit extra a month to get the largest DVR we got because I'm going to be recording a lot of college football games so I can watch them because most of them, will be happening when I'm sleeping. When you start at 3 o'clock in the morning and start your day, you're asleep by 7 o'clock at night when all the good football is happening. So, the way it goes, at least on for those early games. Saturdays also, so I'm going to record the games so I can't see them at home. So, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Great day for college football. Have a great day. Be safe and please be good to each other.